Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So this is an update video on two of my beautiful ECHEVERIA succulents. Now I'm not very sure about the name on the left hand side. It is an ECHEVERIA, but the one on the right hand side is ECHEVERIA Blue Atoll. I will search for the dates and put it up on the screen because this was purchased long time back, and this is how they looked. Now both of them had a transit stretch. Now when I say transit stretch, it is basically when the succulents are in the box for a longer period of time, they start getting a discoloration on the crown area. Now when this happens, the succulent is in its most fragile form. Now the crown area is the most important thing, so when that particular part has a stretch, the succulent is very delicate at that point of time. Any direct form of sunlight on the crown area will burn and damage the crown area, and if there is any kind of breakage or cut on the crown area, and if that comes in contact with any moisture or water, which there is a high chance inside the box because of condensation, then there can be a crown rot. When there is a crown rot, the entire succulent is gone. You cannot save a succulent that has a crown rot. So that is why it is very important to keep a very close eye on a succulent that has a transit stretch, or if there is a discoloration on the crown area. This is very common when the succulent lacks light. As I said, if it has been in the box for a very long time, the box is dark, there is not much light, so transit stretch is very common, especially when the package or the courier has been delayed. So as I said, it is very, very important. You have to treat this particular succulent with a lot of care. And this is where a lot of beginners tend to kill their succulent, because remember, as I said, the initial stage is what a lot of people tend to kill their succulents. The first week of the succulents coming in, wherein if the proper care is not given, that is when there is a lot of casualties. Now, today, at the present date, you can see this is how both of the succulents tend to look like. My Blue Atoll, ECHEVERIA Blue Atoll, and I'm not very sure about this variety. You can see how beautiful it looks at this point of time and how it looked earlier. The crown area is perfect. All the colors are starting to show up because of course the climate is getting colder. I didn't expect that the succulent is going to look like this, but I'm very, very happy. The succulent receives a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. In fact, both of them receive 5 to 6 hours of morning direct sunlight. But the initial stage, I had to be very, very careful. I had to keep them in indirect bright light until the crown area started to look a little bit better. I will put up the links of both those videos in the description below. You can check it out because that is a very crucial period. You have to be extremely careful. But today, both of them have kind of surpassed that fragile or the delicate stage. They are in their best condition, and I'm looking forward for them to grow even more healthy. Of course, the Blue Atoll is still very small in size. They tend to grow very large. As compared to the other ECHEVERIAs, these tend to grow really large, and then they start putting a lot of offshoots or offsets beneath the mother plant. Looks absolutely beautiful. I will not repot them right now because you can see even this one has kind of sagged into the pot, but there is enough space for it to grow. It's not congested. There is a good amount of air circulation at this point of time. Probably maybe after a month or so I will repot them. Right now I'm just going to leave it as it is. The soil mix is the same what I give for all of my ECHEVERIAs. It's loose, porous, well draining, sandy and very lean in nutrients. Morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours after acclimating it, after which it gets a good amount of indirect bright light. Watering whenever the soil is completely bone dry. Wait for another couple of days and then go ahead and water it. ECHEVERIAs are very sensitive towards overwatering, so you have to be extremely careful. If you keep them slightly underwater, it's not an issue, but never add too much of water. Anytime in doubt, do not water. Wait for some more days. The succulent is not going to die. Underwatering is much better than overwatering. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.